Hello, once again. Welcome to Culture Convo Podcast. My name is Edmondo Poku. You can call me Yao Cheddar. You can call me Eddie Hendricks, like most people do. So they also call me Baller. You know, I've been a baller since young, and you get me. And I'm here with
MJ. Hi, everyone.
Yeah. Today's a special edition. You know, I'm here with MJ. We're about to talk about a lot of interesting stuff. You know, there's a lot of stuff that has been going on in the news, and yeah. So, how have you been?
I've been good. It's been interesting coming back to Italy and seeing
Yes,
how everything is going.
Italian baby now. So I had this question, right? There's been a lot of conversation when it comes to the fashion business and stuff like that. What do you think is there a difference between fashion and style?
Yeah, most definitely. Fashion is about the industry. Okay. Fashion is something that changes constantly. It's something that is evolving constantly. Style is something that we are born with. So our style is influenced by our culture. It's influenced by our parents. It's influenced by people that we admire. And it's something that doesn't evolve as quickly as fashion, but is also, style is something that like represents each one of us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I think that's I feel like style is like everyone's, you know, something. Everybody's got a unique style, you get me? But not everybody is able to like bring it out like that.
I would say yes, and I would say yes. Everyone can bring out their style. It's just us as a culture, as a community, we have put some barriers on what style should be and what fashionable should be. But a white t-shirt and jeans might be someone's style.
Yeah, exactly.
So
there is no rules when it comes to style and stuff like that. But I feel like fashion is more like brands.
Yeah.
Fashion is more like it's different. Fashion is like is the brand, you know, Louis Vuitton. Yeah, someone can put on Louis Vuitton, but someone can also put a normal white t-shirt and a jeans, just like you said, and it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
So that brings me to the next topic. You know what has been going on in the news for the past week now, and everybody's talking about it, right? The tariff war that is going on between Americans and the Chinese, right? And it's made some people feel disappointed, right?
Yeah.
Some are like, what? I wasted millions, I wasted thousands on this drip, and now let's not even go there now, right? Let's just focus on the tariff right now.
Yeah.
Trump just came out and said, oh, I know how to play my cards.
Yeah.
And now Chinese are also out and they're like, we own the cards. So it's crazy. He's imposed tariffs on Chinese, and Chinese has also doubled back on the American. And now most of the Chinese traders, the Chinese manufacturers are coming out.
Yeah.
They are mad. They are trying to expose. I think they are not even mad. They are trying to play the chill game. They're trying to make fun of these people. What do you think about all that?
So, like a lot of politicians, a lot of people in government roles and positions have talked about tariffs. It can be good if you want to promote the country economy and production and manufacturing and all. It can be a really good thing. But the problem we've also seen in the news, big companies like LVMH, Kering, that have a lot of luxury businesses under them, they cannot afford the manufacturing price in America. That's the thing. That's just the reality of it. I would rather pay someone $5 than $17. Exactly. Because I can benefit more from it. So that's the problem.
That's what every business-minded person will go for.
And that's the issue that America is having right now. They are trying to make this huge shift, but it's going to impact the people buying, because obviously if I have to raise the payment of the people making it, I also have to raise the price of the product. So it's not beneficial. It's just creating more crisis for the average consumer. And the Chinese people are laughing because they're like, we're good. Our economy is good. We're going to survive. That's literally what the politicians have been saying. We're going to survive, and they will, because they know the strategics. They're not all about like power like America is. So the tariff war right now and manufacturers exposing, I feel like it's something that has been happening since COVID, but now we're seeing it even more. Now we're seeing it like
it's
actual, they're actually like saying names of the brands and everything. So
because right now they came out and they are like, we know, I think most of us know that most of the everything we see is made in China, like almost everything, right? And it brings me to this topic, right? That people are saying Louis Vuitton charges high prices. The Chinese people are also saying, oh, these stuff are for less price here.
Yeah.
So now people are out there and you're like, what? Like, we just got played. But I feel like that has been the whole point. It's obvious. This is not something like, this is not a crazy thing that you have to crack and say, okay, we were hiding this from you, or we were hiding. It's there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like they are over exaggerating. I don't think
the people, you're saying, they're over
the people are over exaggerating, and it has also made it has also paved way for most Chinese vendors that are not actually selling the actual stuff. They are coming out here to say, oh, this is a Hermes bag.
Yeah.
Of course, just like you can buy a normal white shirt, but that is what branding is about, right? Okay, let's say you've made the product, you've made everything, right?
Yeah.
I have bought it and I've put my brand on it.
Yeah.
I've put my logo on it. And now I say I want to sell it for this price. The reason why I'm saying the people are exaggerating is because they know. I feel like they know.
I would say yes and no. The people that are surprised are the ones that have been buying the products because of the hype of the product. It's not the people that actually like buy it knowing
the quality.
Literally, I literally watched a video of Wisdom, one of the biggest fashionistas on TikTok, Instagram right now, and he was talking about this tariff war that was going on, and he was like you said, why are people surprised? Because when you buy from a brand, you're not just buying the product, you're buying you're buying the name, you're buying the history, you're buying their reputation. So that's the thing. People don't really like buy the things because they want to get close to a brand, or because
they think it's the quality, or they think
they just buy it for the hype or for the trends, like we said, fashion.
Because it's there. Louis Vuitton don't even make advertisements like that.
Yeah.
But they sell all the time. Everybody trying to make money. People kill for these brands. Rappers rap. There's a rapper that their whole category is
Louis Vuitton,
is brands and stuff like that. So it's the brand. That is all that branding is about to me.
I would say let's not forget that these brands that now are manufacturing their products from China, they once were manufacturing their own products in actual like facilities with actual tailors and all of those things. There's been a shift in overconsumption, so people want more and more. So to be able to align with the demand, obviously you have to find a way to be able to produce even more. So let's not just try
of course,
but that's how it is right now, and people just have to accept it the way it is.
And now let's talk about the effects that is had on the small businesses, because right now, there is a small business in America right now that is trying to export stuff from America, from China, sorry. But here is the case where, let's say they make like 300,000, they need 300,000 products, right? But now the people, like, let's say the price is gonna.
I've seen so many videos already of people trying to buy from America, but obviously you have to pay like
A
so much
huge
money
sum.
to get your product. And this is so unfortunate because right now small businesses could have done so much money because the big brands, the big names are in literally getting canceled. So
Yeah.
obviously we know that small businesses have few people that make the product, or if they manufacture from China, we know they say it. So it would have been a great moment for small businesses to
To
shine.
share like Shane,
Yeah.
Temu, and stuff like that.
I'm talking about actual small brands, like actual small businesses to like actually like get out there,
Okay.
like businesses from Nigeria, small business from here. But the problem now, shipping is so expensive
It's expensive.
because of the tariff war.
I learned that there are small businesses that don't know what to do right now, and they are thinking about waiting, keeping the goods in China
Yeah.
than shipping it right now because they think they want to hold it for maybe a month or two because
Yeah,
they
and
think
see
maybe
what
the
changes.
prices
Yeah.
are going to change. And there are some that has also canceled shipping and they are trying to use the flights as well. So let's say right now, these bigger brands, right? They like Louis Vuitton. They can say, I don't know, most of the American brands like Ralph Lauren and stuff like that. They can say, okay, we are moving our facilities from China. Let's choose Vietnam. I think Apple did that, right? Apple did that with China. They moved to India or stuff like that. But they came back later. Let's say Louis Vuitton will say, okay, we are moving our facilities from here to Vietnam, let's say. But let's think about the smaller businesses as well. The smaller businesses can't move their manufacturers to Vietnam and stuff like that because these bigger factories, they would want higher requests or stuff, but maybe the smaller brand will only need maybe 50,000 pieces. Maybe they're also looking at 300,000 pieces, and it's bad for business. I think Trump should do better. I don't know, maybe he knows better in his position, but I feel like it is hurting.
I'm not going to get into politics, but as of right now, is an issue that is affecting everyone. Everyone, from the Chinese people to the European ones to America, especially. So about shifting manufacturing, every country is specialized in something. So that's also another problem. Like, yes, if let's say I do dresses and I want to shift my manufacturing from Vietnam to China. China is more like about mass production, about technology. So that might also be
hardworking as well.
Yeah, and that might also be another issue. Not all manufacturers in every country align with the product that you want to produce because everyone is specialized in different things. So that's another problem that small businesses might have to.
Yeah, and let's even speak about how Chinese should be the last country to be bothered, right? When it comes to America and China. Listen, when it comes to workers in China, they work extra hard. This morning, I was talking to this Chinese man, and he was telling me, come on, when you go to China, the average person gets paid 700 euros a month. Right? And they work not less than 10 hours every day. You can't go to America and tell an American you're paying them 700. It's crazy.
But also, let's not forget that the systems, the government systems are different. Because obviously in America, you don't really own a house when you buy it. You also have to pay the government. Like, there's a lot of things that wouldn't make that sustainable for American people.
Exactly.
But instead in China, cars are cheaper, the life wage is cheaper. So obviously they can afford to do that. And also the structure of the country, like we've seen videos of public transport and all of those things. It's way different.
So that is where the environmental factors come in. So I think China was like the best thing to happen to clothing businessmen in America, because there are also clothing lines that make their own stuff in America, but comparing prices and everything, it's not that easy, you know. So it's been a crazy week.
I think it's gonna get even worse.
But also, this is what pisses me off.
Okay.
All right. I feel like you can go and get your stuff from China,
Okay.
like your bag, your stuff like that, with no brand on it.
Okay.
It's just made for you that you want to wear it.
Yeah.
But here is where replicas come inside.
Oh,
I've seen a lot of posts that people are saying, okay, now Louis Vuitton are overpricing their items. Okay, let's go to DH Gate. Let's go here. Let's go here. They are gonna give us this price. If it's 4,600, we're
Yeah.
gonna get it over at DH Gates.
for 400 maybe. Yeah. I feel like
It's criminal activity. Replica is criminal
yeah,
activity.
but right now the situation with also DHgate is a fine line. It's a fine line
How is
right
it a
now
fine line?
because obviously manufacturers are talking about how they are like these big brands are exploiting us. So one of the videos that I saw was he was talking about how some manufacturers get to sell on places like Alibaba, AliExpress, DHgate,
Yeah, but you
Temu.
can sell it without putting the LV or similar
That's the
LV brand on
thing.
it.
That's the thing too. So right now it's a
It's
fine
crazy.
line. It's a
Like
fine
I
line.
see it and I get pissed about how because listen, somebody is there, right? People, like I said, people
Yeah.
die for this shit, right?
Yeah.
And let's see, someone has gone through
True hell.
hell to get this stuff, and they see you wearing it for 200. They're like, bro, it's crazy.
But that's the thing. That's why I say it's a fine line because obviously, yeah, the replicas and fake and all of those things. But right now, I don't know if we can really talk about that. To be
Really?
honest, yeah, unfortunately.
You think it's a get back to these?
I think so, yes. I even from how the manufacturers are talking about Birkins and they're showing them and all the procedure and how they do. Like, I feel like right now, I don't know if we can talk about replicas and fakes.
But that's what I'm saying. Although some Chinese are right in certain cases, but they are not all that right. As
Yeah,
in
of course.
You can trust these
Them
people
100.
that come.
Yeah, sure.
It's
That's
crazy.
the thing.
You can buy Hermes bag Birkin for all these. They will say you can buy it for 50 euros. Come on.
But that's what I'm saying right now is a fine line because it's a war and everything and anything can be said. So we cannot really like jump on the case and just be like,
that's true.
this one is wrong. We have to see where it's going to get
That's
to.
true.
Because now there are brands that are like talking back and showing the production like Hermes did.
I think Louis Vuitton.
Yeah,
did the
they
same
show
as well.
that they produce in France and all of that jazz. But the question is now, how can you produce 50,000 bags in France with 17 workers? That's the thing. So that's why I'm saying it's a fine line right
That's
now.
true.
Because obviously they want to show that it's quality, that it's luxury, but no, right now everyone is skeptical.
But you know, I worked in the factory that they made Dior, but it was the soul though.
Okay.
It was the soul of Dior, Louis Vuitton.
Okay.
I think other brands as well. I forgot the name. But I worked in an actual factory that they made these stuff. It's not the complete shoes, but it's a part
parts
of
of the shoe.
It's a part of it. So I think I will believe them in a certain way. I think although they make some here, but majority are made in China.
That's the thing. That's what everyone is saying. Like some pieces might be assembled in Italy or they might be assembled in France, but where is everything coming from?
Yeah.
That's the thing too. Like it's one thing to stitch parts, it's one thing to do the bag from scratch.
And it's one thing to get the quality materials.
Yeah, and also now the issue of the leather.
The leather
for Italy coming from Kano. It's something that we've known.
Yeah, it's
but
been there.
we can't really do much about it, can we?
We've always been exploited when it comes to this thing.
Yeah.
And I saw a comment, right? That the guy said, okay, now let's buy from these Chinese directly. And this person said, oh, come on, we can purchase from Togo brands and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
not
another
from these
thing.
Chinese. And I feel like that's a bit, I don't know, it's a crazy thing to say. But
I don't know. I feel like I said, small businesses in Africa should look at the situation and be like, we need to wake up. We need to make the most out of this chaos because like Africa can make so much money right now. We can make from the gold, from the leather, from all the hard everything. Like we can make so much money right now.
Because when you look at Burkina Faso, Ibrahim, the new president, he's doing amazing. He's doing stuff that people didn't think
he could do.
He could do, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like looking at him, he's the reincarnated Kwame Nkrumah. For real.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
Kwame Nkrumah stood for this. Kwame Nkrumah stood for industrialization in Africa.
Yeah.
Where Africans don't need to depend on these people.
Yeah. We really could, like, we have so many resources. We shouldn't be relying.
But that is also another topic for another day.
Yeah.
Because it's crazy when you look at the plans that the man had and how he was sabotaged by his own people.
Yeah, that's how it is in Africa.
It's really crazy.
That's how it is.
I think someone said this. He said, when I'm fighting for my African people, I need one hand to fight and I need one hand to be behind my back because my own people will be fighting me. And it's crazy.
But it's true. Unfortunately, it's true. Even when it comes to this tariff war right now, even African countries have been tariffed by America.
Yeah.
But no one is saying anything about it.
No one is saying anything. But most of raw materials are from...
Exactly.
Like how Africa. Chinese are hitting back. We could also be hitting back.
Exactly. Because plastic, oil, like a lot of things are from our country.
Timber, everything.
Yeah.
And Africans are just quiet because we are like the pawns in this game.
Yeah. We're the puppets.
Wow.
It's so annoying, but...
I don't know. We have to step up. We have to step up.
As a community, we definitely have to,
So, and Michael Jackson, that brings us back to Michael Jackson, right? MJ. We've got Justin Bieber in the news recently, where Justin is going crazy, yelling at paparazzis. And that's what he's being portrayed out there.
Yeah.
Justin is going insane. It's Justin crashing out because of Selena Gomez getting married and stuff. It's Justin crashing out because he's on drugs. It's Justin crashing out because this. Yeah. There's a lot of speculations that's going around. What do you think of that?
So with the Michael Jackson and Justin Bieber thing is...
Let's just tackle the Justin
Bieber one first. Okay. Right now, I feel like we literally talked about it before. Record labels, people that have owned him for a very long time, are trying to just close this case and get him to get canceled because maybe they have someone new in the corner. We don't know. That's also another reason why a lot of big...
they're tired of him now.
Yeah, why a lot of big artists get canceled because information just gets thrown left to right corner.
And you don't know what to believe.
And you don't know where it's coming from, what to believe. And paparazzi, obviously, due to social media, they're trying to like get ahead of it. They're trying to get images to like actually sustain like what is being said out there. And with the Justin Bieber situation, I just feel like we've seen him in the spotlight for a very long time. And we've seen him fall and rise. So that's why people are not even that surprised anymore. And people are like, okay, maybe he just needs to go to rehab. Maybe he's actually dealing with drug abuse. Like, we don't know. And also, with his wife, Hailey Bieber, there's a lot. I feel like the reason why people are coming at Justin Bieber now is also because of his wife. Because of all the drama with her and Selena Gomez and how... And like how
she's talking something.
That she like got her way to Justin Bieber, and that was her end goal. That's what people are saying. That
to get back at Selena.
Exactly. So
I believe that.
I don't know, honestly.
To me, honestly, I feel like anytime an artist comes out to these record labels, they miraculously turned out to be labeled as crazy.
Yes, I agree, but
it happened with Prince.
Yeah.
I think Angie Stone. I think Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of people.
What was the name of the white lady that she was closed in her house and she was doing weird videos? The blonde one.
Who?
I don't remember her name. But she, oh my God.
What did she do?
She does music. She got... It's not...
Maria.
No, it's not Mariah. It's not Taylor Swift. It's with a W.
Whitney. No, Whitney is black though.
No. It's... Oh my God. But
Whitney also. Whitney
I
had a
think, I
similar
think, I think,
situation.
yeah, yeah. She too, unfortunately, got. It's always when they get to the high
Yeah.
that at a point they're just like
No, it's
they just
because
fall.
this is, I think this is where it all starts, right? It all starts when you are hustling. It all starts when you are in your most
Vulnerable.
vulnerable state. That's the
Yeah.
word. Because when you are starting and there's no money,
Yeah.
you're
young.
you're young, just like Justin Bieber, Michael Jackson,
Yeah.
or you are a hustler, you're trying to come up.
Yeah.
You don't think about the business aspect when it
Yeah.
comes to music. All you think about is just
The
to
money,
be out there,
famous.
the fame and
Yeah.
everything. So that is where they get them. Looking at Justin Bieber's issue, I think I learned that he's being humiliated a bit by the system, by the court system right now when it comes to this because of the documents that he signed.
Yeah.
And that these stuffs cannot be put out there publicly. They
Yeah.
have to do it privately. That was
Privately,
what
yeah.
was in the. So now he can't
Do
come
any-
out there and say, okay,
his
this
truth,
is the
say his
situation.
piece. Yeah.
Same with Kanye.
I feel like the thing with Kanye, he speaks his truth every time.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't believe him because we think he's lunatic, but I feel like most of the time he says things and then they happen in the future. And we're like,
in the
wow.
future, you're gonna think about it.
We're like,
this
wow,
guy's
Kanye
right.
said it. But that's the thing. That's the thing, though. Like Kanye left the music industry because now he's not really doing much,
Yeah.
as I know.
He's
But-
there. He's
yeah,
hit
he's-
the apex.
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing, and but a lot of artists should do what Kanye does, just leave, and
You should know when to leave.
yeah, you should. That's the thing. You should know
with
when
Justin.
to leave.
I feel like right now, Justin, he's had the fame from since young and since a
Yeah.
kid. I remember every girl in my class back then was in love with Justin,
Yeah.
right? And you've had it all.
Yeah.
And that is where you get to the point where you get to the apex and you realize these people are fucking with me.
Yeah,
I need to get back with these people.
I need to find my way,
Yeah,
start
but-
my own thing.
And they will show you like, okay, now I'll show you who the boss is.
Yeah, I feel like Justin could have easily created a record label, going after pop music, bringing up new artists. Like he could have done so much, but instead he started a brand that he doesn't have anymore because he started a new brand now. So there's a lot of things that he's doing right now that makes people think that he's actually like out of his mind because he doesn't have like. When was the last time he did a song? When was the last time he dropped an album? Like, all these things are trying to like that they're pushing away the little fan base that he has left. So that's the
But
thing.
I feel like this is all an attack from these people.
Yeah, from
That's
the
what I
big
think.
from the big dogs.
Because
Yeah,
imagine paparazzi in these days. It's
but that's always how it is when people are like struggling in life.
that is where
always
they
how
pop
it is.
out.
Yeah, that's
it's sad
always when-
because you don't. These days, paparazzis don't even make that much money to
Yeah.
be chasing artists like that. To be just like Nipsey. You know, Nipsey.
Yeah.
There was a video where Nipsey was trying to. It's crazy. You're trying to be the person's personal lives, and
Yeah,
just that they are an entertainer, artist, or stuff like that doesn't mean they shouldn't live their own private
person-
life.
yeah.
I feel like Justin Bieber, y'all should leave him alone.
but
Let the young man live his life.
But that's the thing. He's in the spotlight. He has always
Yeah.
been in the spotlight.
And that's what comes with it.
Yeah, so he has to find a way.
And
to
even
deal
with the
it.
Diddy situation as well, I think that's all.
That also made it worse.
crazy.
Like people finding out that he was getting abused.
Yeah.
People finding out that Diddy was trying to black frame him into like, giving him this black persona, but also
Yeah.
having the white charisma to like be able to get a
Get
big
of
fan
everything.
base.
Just like I think Eminem. Not Eminem. Eminem didn't really even
doesn't,
do
no.
all that to get the fan base. Eminem just came out there
Yeah.
and people loved him.
yeah,
The
because
black and white.
he's great.
And he's real. I think he's
Yeah.
real. He don't get into all those stuff. But
Yeah.
with Justin,
He's a great example, by the way. Yeah.
with Justin, he was just among the wrong company. That's what I think. And
Yeah.
he got into it when he was
He's
little,
young,
so
yeah.
it was much of an opinion he could have
Yeah,
when
that's
it comes
true.
to these stuff. It's crazy. And even Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson came against these people.
Yeah. He
And
tried.
all of a sudden, he tried. All of a sudden, Michael Jackson is crazy. Michael Jackson is a drug addict.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson is a pedophile.
Yeah.
Funny enough, yeah, you could ask most of the people around, and all that they are gonna remember about the bad side of Michael Jackson was that, oh, he was a drug addict, he was a pedophile. Funny enough, he got acquitted of all these charges.
Yeah.
So why is the word still on him?
Because that's what was portrayed to us on TV.
Yeah.
We would, like, if you ask my parents that loved Michael Jackson, and that was actually one of the first artists that I really got to listen, they don't remember when his charges got dropped. No one knew.
No one knew.
We're now hearing it, and charges got dropped many years ago. So that's the thing. The bad things are the things that are going to be portrayed, but the good ones,
they're gonna, because there is an agenda behind that.
Yeah.
There is an agenda, because when I looked into the backstory of the kid that came out with all that, Michael Jackson was very loving to the family.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the family, the actual family
that said anything.
It's the real father that was not in the picture.
Of course.
It's the one that came later in the picture. That was the one that brought the accusations. And I think he killed himself 5 months after Michael Jackson died or something like that. And it's crazy. Kanye as well. Drake is also going against UMG.
Yeah.
But with Drake, with Drake's issue is like, why are you coming out now?
I feel like because he didn't feel like his image was protected when all the...
Oh, but it was protected when it was against Meek Mill, though.
Of course.
When it was against all those people.
But now that he had Kendrick Lamar coming after him, coming after his fan base, and everyone kind of like, okay, what's going on with Drake? That's when he felt like, oh, where is my record label? Like, why is no one saying anything? Why is no one like protecting me?
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like he felt threatened. And that's why now he's trying to push OVO sound more and more. But I think it's never going to be the same thing with like Travis Scott, Cactus Jack. I don't think it's ever going to get there because he's losing his appeal. He's losing.
Yeah, it's not at this point. You could have pushed that
a long time
ago. Not now.
Yeah.
It's like now people look at you like, But Drake has always been that guy. You can't take that from him.
Yeah.
I feel like now the culture hasn't been fair to Drake.
What do you mean?
Because Drake literally pulled a lot of artists.
But it wasn't. But it's not about Drake being good. Everyone knows Drake has been such an impact to the hip hop story.
Yeah.
But it was about the things that were said about who Drake is.
Oh, okay.
That's true. Yeah, that's the thing.
That's true, bro.
Because no one should have anything to say about Drake history and his work ethic. Like, he drops albums every year. It's not about that, but it's about the things that we heard in the music that was, about
Kendrick,
it.
Man.
Yeah, the things that were said. Everyone is like, hold on. Wow. It doesn't make sense. You have a child. Like, why? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then videos started coming up about all the people in the industry that he was related to that were underage, and everything started looking a bit funny.
Sense,
yeah. So that's the reason.
But yeah, I think even though it's late for him to, it's not even late. It's like even though he's starting this war with these people, I think it's all for the good cause, though. That's just what we should look at.
Yeah,
how
I hope
these
so.
people take advantage of artists and stuff.
Yeah.
Like Kanye came out that he with Drake now, and it's amazing. It's amazing. Burna Boy also came out.
Yeah, a lot of them are once they start making their money and once they start creating a fan base for themselves, that's when they start talking.
I feel like Burna Boy being new, like Burna Boy knew this, but that brings me to this question, right? We all know that these record labels take advantage of these artists.
Yeah.
But look at Sarkodie, right?
Yeah.
Sarkodie has been pushing this agenda.
Yeah.
I want to own my own masters. I don't want to be under no one. But look, he's not had that. He's big. Sarkodie is like the biggest rapper in Ghana, Africa.
I know about him. Yeah.
But he's not getting that spotlight that she deserves.
But that's the thing. That's once you decide that you want the spotlight, you have to get what you have to take whatever comes with it. Yeah,
you have to make a sacrifice.
Yeah,
but that also brings me to the point where is this sacrifice worth it?
That's the thing.
Is it worth it? We see in castle.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Is this sacrifice worth it? Because Black Sharif, right? Black Sharif is doing amazing. He's doing numbers. Burna Boy doing numbers. All these people are backed by a record label.
Yeah.
Independent artists don't do that much, right? So it gets me thinking, right? Is it worth a risk taking?
Depends on where you want to get to. That's the thing. If you want the hype and the fame and all the things that come with it, so collaborations, placements, all of those things, you need a team. You need a team behind you, and you need to do your research on the labels. Because I feel like sometimes people just go with whatever. But there are actually labels out there that help the artists and not just exploit from them. And like you said before about Justin Bieber, also the good, like being around the right circles of people help you to get to where you want to get to.
Where you want to get to.
That's the thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
See you guys next 2 weeks, right?
Yeah,
next 2 weeks. And you can subscribe to our channel on YouTube, and we're also on Spotify now. You can search us up, The Culture Combo. See you guys.
Bye.